Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P Funk. Thinker, right? Out here in the lab, sitting a little low, but doing what I do for you. I'll deal with that later. Right now, I got a good lesson for you. Let's get it started. Wrightism, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. Message is a story. You tune in and receive them stories. I appreciate you. I got more for you. Here's another one. Let's go. Right thinkers, mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinkers' way of life through mental and spiritual discipline daily will help and guide you to attain your goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka to know thyself. My mission as the right thinking teacher and master is to get you to do just that, know thyself. So my purpose is for you to get the information, use it, and you will know yourself. Let's go. The question I asked, do you know you? If not, tune in. I'll help you with that. That's my I do for you. Know thyself is the question. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. They don't know themselves. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple. You can teach them. They're teachable. They're willing to learn. That's why I appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in. That's what I do what I do for you. I got you. A person who knows not and believe that they know is annoying and dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows but knows not that they know is asleep. I can awaken them with knowledge of self. I'm a spiritual alarm clock. I'm here to wake you up. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself. And to my yacht, be true. I've been hearing a lot about self-care. Self-care. Okay, but no, I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna give you a lesson on my concept of self-care. Okay, I done heard y'all and I'm some of them I don't subscribe to. So let me just give you mine. You might not subscribe to mine, but I have one. Let's talk. Right thinkers. Let's talk about when you master yourself, guess what? You master self-care also. Self-mastery, self-care have to go in that category. It tells you self-care. Master self, you know how to take care of self. So that's where it falls in. It ain't a separate entity. Oh, I got to do self care. Every day you do self care. It ain't like you don't self care today, but I'm self care tomorrow. No, it's an ongoing thing like anything else. You put it into your way of life. Let me talk about it. Self care is a part of knowing thyself. Knowing thyself means you know your needs and you know how to fulfill them when daily. That's what knowing thyself means. I know just what I need to do, why I need to do it. All those things come in self-mastery package. So you can't have that without that. I'm just saying. So self-care ain't a special entity when it comes to taking care or self-improvement. Anything that's dealing with the self, you know it's for you. When you practice my right thinking philosophy, you take care of your complete self. I give you morning prayer, talk to your higher self. You can let them know what you need of, whichever you want. I put in prayer for my friends and family and people who I pray for. I'm a prayer warrior. So I do that every day. If you're a friend of mine, you're being prayed for and don't even know it. But that's what I'm trying to explain to you. This is self-mastery. You pray for self and others. You meditate to get the information. See, I done tapped into my Akashic records. That means I done elevated my consciousness to the highest level it can go, and I got free reign to everything that I need to know about myself. Okay, self knowledge is when you reach the Akashic records in your own consciousness where you have all the answers for yourself. It's a nice place to be too. Now, when you're doing the right thing, when doing the right thing becomes your thing, and that's my thing, that's what I'm trying to tell you, that's when you have reached self-mastery, aka right thing philosophy master. When the only thing that's important is the right thing to you, you right where you need to be. Why? Because now you're doing the right thing, you're acting in the right manner, and you will be accommodated for doing just that. You will be rewarded for doing those things in life. That's what I'm trying to tell all my right thinkers. Just live right. Like I said, you ain't got to be great. Just do a whole bunch of little things. Great. Watch this. Self-care is what? Taking care of yourself. Yeah, we know that. First, AKL, first preservation of man. Oh, here we go with that again. Jesus Christ. Yeah, sorry about that. Now, getting back to this lesson. Self-care. Self-care is taking care of self, aka first preservation of man. Self-preservation, the first law of man. So self-care falls under anything that's done by self for self. Your higher self is who you want to serve by what? Living a spiritually disciplined lifestyle. That's what I do. That's what I try to teach and get you to understand. You can do that too. They don't discriminate when you do good deeds. You will be blessed for that. They don't care. Understand this. Here's a few things you need to know. You need to do to master yourself, okay? First of all, honesty. If you're not honest with yourself, aka higher self, you will never become a master of yourself. You have to be 100% on board with what you're doing when you're doing spirituality. There's no, well, I'm going to do a little bit, well, just in case. No, either all or none. Simple. And that's being honest. Second, the work you have to put in is not for humans, not for other people to see. The work you need to be doing is internal, spiritually. That's the difference. I use this term, spiritual discipline, because it makes a lot of sense. It means God discipline. If you're obedient to God, you're a servant to God, if you're a believer in God, you should do things that will please God. That's what you do from the inside out. I answer to my higher self. Yes. AKA God, not man. I don't live for man's approval, but I do for his. So I'm not going to cater or serve what you want me to do or how you want me to be. That's not what I do. If you're living a blessed life daily, you're the master of your destination. Your blessings are brought on by you. You earned them. That's the definition of being the master of oneself. You are in total control of yourself, and that way you control what you receive. You reap what you sow, so to speak. And if you understand that, you will put good work out. Why? You want good in return. Common sense tells you that, and if you don't understand that, plain and simple, you put good work out, you get good results. You do bad, deceitful things, you'll be dealt with accordingly. Simple. Moving on. That's the concept. But in order for you to master yourself, these are things you need to know. Next one is spiritual knowledge has to be learned, adhered to, and then mastered. If you're working on your character, you learn, you understand, you study, you emulate it, and you become the master of that character. Now it's yours. Like I said, my right thing in philosophy. You can take my lessons. Once you learn them, once you implement them, and you experience them for yourself, they become yours to teach, use, whatever you want to do with it. But it's yours. Knowledge is free for those who want it. I learned the spiritual truths. All right. Then I put them to practice. Again, this is how it's done. You learn it, you practice it, and if it's done right, something will happen. You will change. It will change your life. Life-changing experiences is what right thinking philosophy has to offer. Okay? When you learn spiritual truths, you have to live them in order to master them. Again, daily routine of doing the same thing a certain way, you learn muscle memory, and then you will be fine. Yes, I teach right thinking philosophy, but it's up to you to what? Learn it, live it, and prove for yourself what? That it works. I can tell you till I get blue in the face. Why? It works for me. So I can tell you it works. It works. But until you experience it for yourself, it means nothing to you. It just means something to me. Like God. You can believe in God all you want. Unless you have your own experience with God, that's just a bunch of we ain't going there. But yeah. When you have a daily routine, watch this, that you follow, after a while, you will be getting good at it, aka master of it. It's a spiritual lifestyle that you can learn to master, and with spiritual discipline, hold yourself accountable to do the things that you need to do, and you'll be fine. Matter of fact, once you see how it works, you'll enjoy it. Why? Because it's a benefit to you. I learned to master a lifestyle, right thinking philosophy, I call it, that works for me. You can learn right thinking philosophy and put it to use for you any way you see fit. Just like the yoga concepts, there's 5 of them. You can pick any one or you can use them all intricately, but you need to understand what you're doing first of all. And that's about thinking right, learning lessons, aka spiritual truths. Anything I tell you about, you can fact check me. I don't just make stuff up. I study, learn, then I teach it. And I live it. So yeah, I know it works. Here we go. Self-mastery is what? Is the soul's purpose for coming incarnating on earth. Why? It wants to go home. It needs a physical body to enlighten it consciously. So now when it makes the conscious mind heart coherence, when it makes that connection, it enlightens the individual who does it, gets to go home with its spirit. Quick lesson. Our souls, some people's concept, are here to do what? To marry the mind, to become conscious of itself so that it can become spiritually enlightened and go back home. An unenlightened spirit or soul goes back to reincarnation conceptually. When you know thyself, aka you reach Nihas, in this body, the soul is elated. Why? Because now it knows itself and it knows it's going home. When the body ceases to exist, it gets its wings. You get the consciousness on the spirit. The spirit and conscious is one. The ka and the ba takes off. Bam, they're gone. To the next life. No reincarnation. Home. Okay. 2. Your body from the earth is going to stay here. It's earthbound. But your soul, your spirit is of God, and it's on loan from him. He wants it back. Your job is to get it back to him, conceptually. So if you're obedient to him, you serve him, he do his job. That's how it's done. Trust me. To live your best life, you will have to. Hey, sorry about that interruption. Had to take care of that. I'm back. Let's wrap it up. Last one. To live your best life, you will have to learn spiritual truth. Esoteric mastery, meaning mastery of the hidden messages that I teach. Once you master them, you have mastered yourself. Let's wrap. I found out the secrets to spiritual enlightenment through esoteric mastery. I learned my lessons. I perfected them. I practiced. I became better at doing what it is I need to do for myself. That's self-mastery. I study, yes, but I put in to use what I learned. Studying is one thing. Learning is cool. But until you implement it and manifest it and use it, it's just a whole bunch of mumbo jumbo. So put it in effect, make sure it works. Spiritual knowledge, watch this, once learned and lived, will give you self mastery. That's how it's done. With self knowledge, you can what? Change your life for what? The greater good. I did. And thanks to my studying and my due diligence and putting in my work, I made it happen for myself. This is why I do what I do to help you. Last one, with knowledge of self. You can live your best life just like Mr. Wright. Come on, it's a good thing. It's a good way to live. Give it a shot. Try it out. You might like it. I'm enjoying it. I'll be back.